If life has felt a little off lately, not bad, not good, just off, like something shifted and you can't explain it, this video is for you. Because that feeling you're having isn't random, it's not your imagination, and it's not because you're broken. In fact, it's your mind doing exactly what it was designed to do, just in a world it was never designed for. Most people wake up, scroll their phone, go through the day, talk to people, laugh when they're supposed to, and still feel disconnected inside, like they're watching their own life instead of living it. And the scary part is they can't point to a single reason why. No big trauma, no obvious crisis, just this quiet sense that something isn't lining up anymore. What's happening is subtle, and because it's subtle, it's easy to ignore. But ignoring it is exactly why the feeling gets stronger over time. Here's the thing no one tells you. Your brain is not built for constant stimulation, constant comparison, and constant emotional pressure. It's built for patterns, safety, and meaning. And when those things go missing, even slowly, your brain doesn't panic, it adapts, it pulls back, it numbs. Not all at once, piece by piece. That's why this feeling creeps in instead of hitting you overnight. You might notice it when things that used to excite you don't anymore, or when conversations feel shallow, even with people you care about, or when you're tired, not physically, but mentally, like you're carrying a weight you can't put down. This isn't laziness, it isn't negativity, it's a protection response. Your mind is saying, something's not right, so I'm going to conserve energy. And before we go further, if you find yourself nodding along right now, you'll probably want to subscribe, not because this channel has answers to everything, but because we talk honestly about the things most people feel but don't know how to name. That alone can make a difference. Back to what's really happening. We live in a time where you're expected to care about everything, all the time. News, work, relationships, opinions, trends. Your brain is constantly switching gears, never fully resting, never fully focusing. Over time, it stops trying to deeply engage, not because it can't, but because it's learned that deep engagement leads to overload. This is where that off feeling comes from. It's not emptiness, it's emotional buffering. Your mind is turning the volume down so you don't burn out completely. The problem is, when the volume goes down on pain, it also goes down on joy, and that's when life starts to feel flat. What makes this worse is that most people think they're supposed to push through it, be more productive, be more positive, be more grateful. But forcing yourself to feel normal again doesn't work, because this isn't a motivation problem, it's a signal. And signals don't disappear when you ignore them, they get louder in other ways. Restlessness, irritability, overthinking at night, or that constant urge to escape into screens. There's another layer most people miss. When life feels off, it's often because you've outgrown something without realizing it. Old routines, old roles, old versions of yourself. Growth doesn't always feel exciting. Sometimes it feels like loss. Your mind is trying to recalibrate, but it needs space to do that, and modern life rarely gives you space. Later in this video, I'll share one simple shift that helps your brain feel grounded again, not overnight, but steadily. Most people skip it because it feels too basic, but that's why it works. For now, understand this. Emotional numbness isn't a flaw, it's feedback. It's your internal system saying, slow down, reevaluate, something needs to change. The danger isn't feeling off, the danger is pretending you don't. People who ignore this feeling often wake up years later feeling disconnected from their own lives. People who listen to it early can realign before things fall apart. That's the difference. Here's the shift I mentioned earlier. Instead of asking, what's wrong with me? Ask, what have I been tolerating that no longer fits? That question changes everything. It turns self-blame into self-awareness, and awareness is where numbness starts to fade. If this video put words to something you've been feeling, share it with someone who's been quiet lately, not to fix them, but to let them know they're not alone. And in the comments, I want to know this. When did you first notice that things felt off? Not the reason, the moment. And when you're ready, watch the next video on this channel. It dives deeper into what happens when your mind shuts down emotionally and how to bring it back online without forcing anything.